Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that little clip that I did earlier. That was the C8 chest. It is a clan chest, and C8 referring to it was the tier 8 chest. And the clan was interesting to say the least. But I can't do this alone on saying this, but I want to give my deepest thanks to both Phobos, who is a mod that streams. He moderates chat with C-frames, if you've seen him on Twitch. Well, there's also another person that I should also be giving a huge shout out to. He goes by DeadlyFist. Link will be in the description of his YouTube channel. He does some grinder videos as well as show you some methods about how to go about Spinanza, and I think they're pretty cool. He's a pretty chill guy. You should check it out. So yeah, I got C8, and yeah, I want to know the circumstances of how I was able to get to that C8. Basically, what happened was I was told that because Phobos grinded double the amount of keys, he can invite a friend, and that friend was me. Me, Phobos, and Deadly were trying to work together to join this clan. However, the clan was giving us a little bit of issues. Issues that I will not discuss here, unfortunately. But it was just issues nonetheless. The clan managed to get to 4th place on the leaderboard. And, yeah. By the way, when I got that C8 chest, there's this, like, slight bug to where it says I have a new power, but don't. I don't know how I should feel about that, but yeah. Anyways, that's enough about that. I hope you enjoyed that little clip at the beginning, and let's get right into the video, shall we? Alright, so here we are, R3 Bonanza. And, yeah, we had Dart, Wizard, Bomb, and honestly, that's actually a pretty good set for R3 Bonanza. It did pretty well. It went late game for the most part, but that's fine. But, yeah. So we had Copy Eco, Improved Balloon Boost, and Big Balloon Slow. Well, Copy Eco doesn't really do much in terms of getting Eco, because it's Bonanza. You're gonna get 600 Eco very fast. So, right here, I was gonna try making it to where I copy Eco'd them before they could copy Eco me. However, I was a little bit late to it, and that was unfortunate, so it just copied what I had, which means it made null. But honestly, it's not that big of a difference anyways. It was just me trying to make a power play at that, but I failed. But it's okay, it's not going to be that big of a deal anyways. I'm sure I'll eventually be able to time copy eco. Anyways, so in this video, there's going to be a little bit of lag, but that's normal, I think. So yeah, as you can see, they were really over defending for a while there, and then now they only have the Tornado Wizard and Dragon Flame, which I guess is fine. I mean, honestly, you just need the defense that I have, which is a Cluster Bomb. Like, honestly, that Cluster Bomb is truly the MVP right here. Right here, I realized that this pink eco was getting too much, so yeah, and then right here, I don't know why they sent leads if I have lead detection, but anyways, I digress. And then they try to max eco with black balloons, which I also don't understand. I get down a couple of jugs just in case if they were to, like, say, rush. And then right here they do like a mirrored defense kind of thing, which it kind of looks satisfying to watch. Kinda. So, from here, not much else happens all that much, from what I remember. Oh yeah, I remember this. They caused a regen farm with me rushing, and they had to get a Tornado Wizard to actually do it. And then right here, yeah, they didn't really force anything. I got balloon impact just on the off chance that one of the rainbows did sneak by, but honestly, it really didn't matter all that much. It really didn't do much in terms of forcing. So here I bait a boost, and they got balloon impact, and now they're gonna start setting up maulers. And I just joke around by giving them camo reds, cause yeah. And they weren't too happy about that. I probably wouldn't be happy about camo reds either, but hey, that's just me. Camo reds are the bane of everyone's existence. So, while this match goes on, how you guys been doing so far? I've been doing pretty good. I've been playing some Steam games lately. Actually, I was playing Civilization 5 just the other day with a friend, and we were doing some pretty interesting stuff. I think other than Civ 5, we were also playing Spyro Reignited, I think. And it was definitely fun. So right here, I just sent another rush, but not like a rush to where they would kill, just enough to like force stuff on them. And I thought that would actually kill, but I guess not, with how many tornado wizards they have. But right here, I basically prep for a counter. Anyways, so yeah, after that, we were doing pretty well. Let's see. In terms of stream, I don't know. I was thinking maybe I could try doing Friday, but I'm not entirely certain. We'll have to wait and see how that goes first. I might do a Minecraft stream Friday. So right here, I make them waste their first big balloon slow with 2 Oh My Gods. So that was always nice. And then I copied their eco because of the fact that I had 0 income. So that was a nice little save from copy eco. It's probably the only time where copy eco would actually be useful. So they're down 2 boosts, basically, for big balloon slow, which is always nice. So, yeah. I might do a Minecraft stream on Friday, like I mentioned to her before. I'm not entirely certain yet. It's a wait and see kind of thing, but who knows? So, yeah. Also, here's a little pro tip for you. You don't need all these super fan clubs in order to actually use it. It saves you a little bit of money. Just a little tip for those that do use fan club. You only really need like 1 or 2 fan club monkeys, and the rest can be triple darts. So right here at this point, what I was doing actually was I was anti-stalling the BFBs that came out, and I would use the Moab Mauler ability to where I would disintegrate the BFB as quick as possible to anti-stall the rounds, make them go by faster to make my opponent struggle a little. And that's actually what I've been doing as a hidden tech and the later arenas lately that I've been doing, where I just anti-stall the AI and make my opponent struggle because the rounds are going by faster than normal. And this will come into play a lot later, as you'll see in one of the later matches. So, I think from here we can just wrap it up here, because pretty much my opponent really can't really do much to me. The only thing that they could do is rush, and me trying to counter while I big balloon slow their rush. I think that's probably the only play I could make. But, yeah. So, yeah, here comes all these little BFBs, and I just use bomb and disintegrate them. And it was at that moment that I realized, oh yeah, round 40 is definitely going to be an issue for both of us, because now they have extra HP. So I got down some more bombs. And here they basically kind of panic with all those BFBs, and they use a lot of their abilities. I don't know why they're getting up a lot of balloon impacts right there. Kind of a waste if you ask me. Here I just sent some camo leads because I realized that they don't really have too much camo lead detection other than the wizards. And they waste their final big balloon slow on ones, oh my god. And it's like, cool. Now you don't have anything to defend yourself with. And here, I really don't know why they sent regen rainbows. I really don't. And then here, I just send a few oh my gods and big balloon slow. And I don't know why they copied eco. I literally have no income at all. And they die. I thought that was really funny. Yeah, I basically have gotten a slightly little more toxic. Just slightly. But, yeah. That will do it for this opponent. And we'll be moving on to our next opponent. Alrighty, so here is our next opponent. We have YQU. Okay, cool. So this was 3 power-ups, and I'm not entirely certain what my opponent was doing. So they started with Ninja. I imagine they were gonna try going like quad stall with Wizard, which is fine. It's just, why do they have a farm power-up but no farm? I never will ever understand that. So here I was actually just going Boat Whiz because I wanted to try out practice with Boat Whiz on Boat Whiz like themed maps. And yeah, I'm a little bit struggling, and I also greed actually. I've been getting a little bit more greedy, which doesn't sound like me at all because usually I'm the one that punishes greeters, but I mean, hey, if you basically make an opponent struggle and they aren't able to eco, then by all means, that's your opportunity to greed, and greed I have done. So here, I just basically just farm and get a couple boats, have a little bit of replay lag. Here I send a classic Regen White Rush because Regen Whites are really hard to deal with, and they decide to acid it. They actually acid it twice, and then boost because they struggled really hard to that. And then they facepalm me like, bro, why are you rushing? Like, you're meant to rush. Like, I don't know why you'd be that mad at being rushed. And then they just panic rush right there, which is all the better. Now, I could have rushed them again, but I kind of wanted to get a little bit more eco because my eco is pretty bad. But I do remember that I basically make them waste all 3 of their boosts. And because I stunted them with all 3 of those boosts, as well as stalled them of getting eco, like, look at their eco. Yeah, 500 is pretty good, but not really as good as it should be. And here they use their 4th, which, you know, boo-hoo, they use their 4th, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, they couldn't get Spike Storm with their Spectre. And I think that's what got them upset, is that they couldn't micro. because I made them not be able to eco. And I feel like they probably like misclicked their eco power because they clearly wanted to try going like an eco strat. It's just they didn't really have the best eco strat to begin with. So right here, here's the kill round, a BFB with some space pinks to be able to get rid of all the spikes, and then some regen rainbows to finish it off. And they BM me because they got salty that I rushed. Like, I mean, I don't know what it is, but like, being salty that you lost because your opponent outplayed you is just kind of sad, actually. Anyways, that'll do it for this opponent. I'll be moving on to our next opponent. Alrighty, so here is our next opponent. We have Balloon Master 73. And you can exactly see what's going on here. This is a Bonanza match. Bonanza no Cobra, I believe. And here I thought, oh, they're gonna just go sob. I assumed they were gonna go sub-bomb village, but no, they were gonna try to do sub-ice super and got village as their fourth, which is actually pretty lucky for them because they'll be able to do things. And then here, I actually forced them to get reactor early, and they got really mad that I had to force reactor like that on them. So here, I just kind of eco for a bit. I mean, yeah. Not really much to be said here on this match, other than, you know, countering knockout. Now, I'm gonna just say this right now. I've been finding a lot more quickshot knockout lately, and for the most part, I can actually counter them pretty well. Okay, like, they're really not an issue to me when I do find quickshot knockout sets, or some form of balloon boost, salted wounds shenanigans. Like, that really doesn't bother me all that much anymore, as I know how to counter them, and it's just to, you know, meme a little bit and realize what knockout does. I don't know why they knocked out my flash bomb though. I really don't. So yeah. Here they just have that one sub and one sub there, and yeah. So here they try to get ice, and indeed they get ice in time, which is nice. And here I just start going for BIAs. And this is the setup I do for whenever I see someone with knockout. I set up 2 villages, so that way they can get rid of camo detection. And it doesn't matter which village they get rid of, I'm still gonna have camo detection. So yeah. Here I also realized that they really didn't have much defense in terms of popping Moabs, so I just sent a Moab, just on the off chance that, like, you know, something happened, and there it goes. A little too late on that boost there, sir. And yeah, they weren't happy at all. I really don't know why they just let that Moab leak, but hey, that's fine by me. I can always love taking out people that try to abuse knockout but fail. Anyways, that'll do it for this opponent. Moving on to our next one. Alrighty, so here we are. This is free power-ups, and this is against Player, who has a very fun-looking team. NFE, Ninja Farm NG. So, when I do free power-ups, I usually try to look at what they would do, or an idea based on the map. And this is definitely a farming map, so I took Price Gouge over Boost. And I knew that would actually work in my favor, and it sure did, as you'll see in this match. So here I basically dual eco, and my eco's looking pretty solid actually. Here I play scouts to basically make them not get plantation, and instead of getting plantation, I force them to get more NGs. Well, they get the plantation, but then they realized, wait, I probably should have got more NGs down. And so they just, you know, put down a couple NGs. And then they try setting space pinks at me, and balloon boost it, and it's like, yeah, that's really gonna do me damage. Yeah, I basically greed this using 2 of my lightning bolts because I already knew that they were gonna go NFE because of the NG. Like the only other NG one that I know that would actually be viable on this map is NG SPAC, and seeing as they're struggling as is here and not upgrading their NGs appropriately, I have a feeling that it wasn't SPAC, so yeah. So here they get up their 3rd farm, but I do the dual eco boost trick where if you let all the bananas lay out, and then you dual eco boost or like farm boost, and you can get a massive amount of money. So here I basically make them delay getting lead detection and force a boost, which is always nice. And yeah, look at the just problematic problems that they had. Here, I sent some camos just to give them a little bit of hard time. And I delayed that balloon trap even further. And they finally get the balloon trap, but at what cost? At what cost? So here I do what you should do when you fight against NFE, which is send some camo reds, and then after that, send camo leads. That will make them struggle, even with just 1 flash bomb. Because flash bomb does not help all that much. You have to have the balloon trap. I usually do 2 balloon traps, so that way if 1 trap is filled, the other one will start. Okay? Or at least 1 balloon trap and another cleansing foam, at least that, so that way I can try to get more camos. And then I'll try to get a ninja Jitsu over the flash bomb, and only when I see leads leak do I get the flash. If the camos do pass through, you can usually pop them again, or what I'll actually do is I'll actually sell the balloon trap, put it towards the end of the track, and balloon trap there as like a micro attack. So yeah, kind of cringe to go NFE on, you know, a Bonanza map, but hey, it's always fun to mess with an NFE player. Anyways, that will be it for this opponent. Moving on to our next opponent. Alright, so here is our last opponent of the day. We have Memoli09. And this was a Bonanza map. Alright, so it seems like they're gonna go farm whiz bomb, which is actually a pretty good farm strategy actually. So here I went my normal Bonanza one. Instead of getting lightning bolt, I got powered Moabs because I didn't really feel like I needed a track power because I knew Angie can handle whatever they threw at me. So here I just kind of spaced eco for a little bit just to force that wizard to do some upgrading, because space pinks versus wizard, not entirely the best thing to deal with. So they get a Dragon Flame, which really stunts them on farms. Meanwhile, I actually get a factory pretty early and basically just out-farm them hard at this point. Village can be really helpful when you play with farm on Bonanza, because that can really make you greed faster. So all you greeders out there that like to greed and waste your track powers, take notes. This is how you greed. You just slap a village there. So yeah, basically, yeah, they get BIAs over factories, which I thought was actually pretty interesting. Never in my life have I ever seen someone go for a BIA over a factory in Bonanza, but hey. So here I basically outpaced what BIAs I had. And I kind of fuck up a little bit right there, but that's okay. And I was like, okay, well, since they're focused on getting BIAs, might as well rush. And yeah. Oh no, camos, better put down a bomb. Yeah, that will stop them. And here comes my favorite part. I say GG, and welcome to the circus. They got so mad, so salty, that they lost. Like, yeah, sure, you get mad when someone rushes you and you lose, but I mean, to be this salty, it's just... It's like watching a car wreck and you just can't look away kind of thing. It's kind of like that. Like, you gotta look away, but at the same time, you just gotta see it because, you know, it's just so amusing. Anyways, that will do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. And I gotcha. I got you good. Yep, this is our tier last one. And this one is a special one. This is Lunar Swamps Random Cards. Lunar Swamps Random Cards. And you can see that time right there. I bet you know what's going to happen here. So, our opponent was Lust. And this opponent was a Red Diamond. Okay? To see a lowly pleb like me, just a lowly casual player, playing a boss arena of all things. Like, they gotta be like, okay, well, I can easily clap this noob. Well, here's the thing. They gave me Kidnap, and they also had Kidnap, so, yeah. I believe I use that tax card. Yep, I do. I do use that tax card. So here, I just get down the 0-0 attack card. And I was like, oh, NG, Kidnap. Excellent. So they get up a cannon ship, but we had cannon injection, and, well, yeah. Yeah. They, I don't know if they thought that they were gonna clap me, but instead I clapped them. And honestly, seeing from their card deck, there wasn't a whole lot that they could have done to prevent that. They could have glued. I don't know why they didn't glued, because that would have popped the pinks and slowed them down, allowing you to, you know, have some more time to react as you try to get a card. But, I mean, I guess when you have something kidnapped like that, and the only thing you can think of is seeing red, then, I mean, sure. But yeah, this arena was special because it was a boss arena, and it was my first win as a boss arena. Throughout all the games that I've ever played, and all the Salt content that I've ever done, like, my first Salt video was the Ceramic Crucible, CC. Okay? And I do remember getting some Moab Pit wins. Not a lot, because I don't really like Moab Pit and BFE Coliseum, because it's nothing but filled with toxic grinders that just use Cobras and thinking that's going to make them win. But hey, who am I to judge? Anyways, that will do it for now. I hope you all enjoyed. A huge thanks to both Phobos and DeadlyFist. And I will be making a post on this video about whether or not I'll do a stream on Friday. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Take care.